All right, guys, welcome back to Kamisha Reviews. Hit that like button and subscribe. Have you joined the membership yet? What are you guys waiting for? All right, guys. Also, super thanks, super chats. Hit that Cash App. Oh, yes, I said it again. Why not advertise myself? I am a business. I am that brand. Support content creators. We need the love, baby. With that being said, get your drink poured or whatever you got to do because you know we're going to throw shade and a whole lot of laughs is going to happen. Talk to you later. Bye. What's up, everybody? I can't even come on here and fake like I'm just so. Hey, y'all. What's good, everybody? I said, what's good, everybody? Period. Okay. Oh my God, y'all. Look, so much. I'm feeling so much right now. So, business. Okay. 100 episodes. I feel like I think somebody been sitting in my seat because I'm like squat down low or something like that. But anyway, 100 episodes. Okay. Ready to love. This blogger has been doing reviews on this. For this network, not for this network, for you guys actually, but the network owned and for the show Ready to Love, one of my first shows I ever did. And I fell in love with doing the review. I fell in love with the going back and forth with you guys. It's been just it's been wonderful. Okay. But before I bring the girls up. Well, no, I'm gonna bring the girls up first, and then we're gonna get into it. Okay. First up on the point platform here, we got going on a detective who's been gone for a minute, but back again. Dina, aka Christina's in the building. Woo! Let's go, mama.
Hey, y'all know I was on vacation. You know, the detective has to take a vacation every now and then.
Okay. So we got next going up. We got Miss Kiss My Cheeks, the fast forward queen is in the building. Oh, I love that picture. Hey, Mama Do. What is going on? I can't even hear my sounds. Hold on. Can I hear this? There we go. Black girl magic. I'll take that. Let's go. All right. So now look, I'm gonna be very, very honest. People are saying this, the episode was a bit. They want to see what's going on, from the last episode of Miami. Let's be clear. But me, myself, I have to celebrate these 100 episodes because, for one, your girl was in the episode not once, but twice.
Okay?
Period.
Looking marvelous. Marvelous.
The first time I was like, they're going to show the video, the one I have no makeup on. I was like,
but you were still gorgeous.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
I was hyped. I was the first one. Then come the sad music and the vulnerable. I was like, come on.
Did you see how them lashes is pop in? The lashes was popping. I was here for all of it.
Oh, Lord. What's up, Keita? What's up, Stacy?
Hey, congratulations, boo. You was looking good.
Thank you. I was like,
look at her. She came out and showed up. She had the lashes popping. That red lipstick was banging. Okay.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, and the second time they showed me, I was like, wait a minute. Am I on there again? What's up, Stacey B? I know Stacey B like, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. You frozen?
So let me get this right. So you and
Okay, go
go together now, right?
ahead. That's my people. That's my man. That's my man.
Y'all go
Yeah.
together real bad.
I got a man. Oh my God.
Because for a minute we was
Oh,
rocky, but I believe that y'all is
look.
engaged or something right about now.
Now it was Rocky. Oh, I know
So,
Rocky.
how did it feel, Kamisha, to finally see yourself on like national TV? Like, because you always are reviewing everyone in that space. So, how was it to actually see yourself in that space?
It was actually okay. It was like I didn't think I was gonna be on there. You can ask Stacey. I was like, and Dina too. I was like, I'm not gonna be on there. They're not gonna show a clip. And so when they first showed it, I was like, what? That was since my mom, and that was so my mom said people were calling her saying, is that your daughter on TV? I was like, oh my God, it was like surreal. I was like tripping. You know what I'm saying? Then the second time I started to get like emotional. I was like, oh my God, they showed me twice. I just wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I did get emotional second time, and I was like, they were showing it in a way where I was talking about the vulnerable, because I remember speaking about it. So when they showed him talking about it, I didn't think they were going to show my clip, and it was just surreal. I don't
So
know.
can I ask a question?
Yes,
So
yes,
did
yes.
they ask, so let me, I just want to be nosy. So like, did they ask you to send like a couple of clips, or you just, or they had it out there and you sent them a couple of clips, or maybe you sent them 4 or 5 clips and they picked the best two? Like, how did that come about?
Yeah, I sent like 4, because the first time I did it, I do my studio stuff, and they was having, the greens, I mean, all kind of stuff was like wasn't whatever on, and I had to do it again, and then I just did a regular video like you when you saw the first one, which I was at work in my car, and I just recorded the video. But the one where I was made up, I was about to go live or do something, and I was like, I'm just gonna send them a different video, and I was talking about certain topics about the show, about the men and everything, and then they liked that clip, and so yeah, girl. I didn't know they were gonna show, but I thought they were gonna just pick one. So the first time I saw myself, I thought this was gonna be it, and they're gonna show anything else. And they showed it again because I said I blog about it on YouTube. So I was like, they're not gonna really show that because I'm kind of advertising myself. No shade to them, just saying I didn't think they were gonna do it. So I felt pretty cool. Like, yeah, me.
Yeah, I like how they called you a super fan and not a blogger, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
What's up, Abby? Abby Option says that the whole thing was. I'm not doing that, Abby. Okay, so far, as far as that's a special thing to me. But the show itself, it is 100 episode. But come on, Stacey, she got the church hand up. Come on, Mama.
Okay, so what I wanted to say was, and Kina, Kamisha, how you felt submitting those videos and all that, that's how we felt applying to the show. Like, all of the videos, all of the rigmarole that we go through, you just went through everything we went through.
Yeah,
For them to use what they want to use.
For them to use what they want to use in 2 seconds.
Editing.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell, but I kind of felt like y'all for a second. I was like,
I think it was awesome. I'm happy that like now you can personally feel a sense of like the stress and the pressure we feel when we're waiting to see, oh shit, what are they gonna show of us? Of these 2 minutes that they have of us, what are we gonna show? How am I gonna look? What am I gonna say? Like when you're at the edge of your seat. And just like us trying to, in our application process, it was the same what you went through.
Wow.
I got a question for Stacey and Kina right quick to piggyback on top of that. So when y'all go through the season and y'all film whatever, like, do y'all sit there each episode and like kind of cringe watch the TV because you don't know how you're going to be portrayed, or you don't know what scenes they're going to show, or is there a showrunner that kind of gives y'all a heads up of?
No, they send clips. They
Okay.
send like Instagram stuff, but
yeah, I got
it's very like, and that's the things that you see on social media. and that's
Right.
what they send. But you don't get to, like, after you finish film or whatever you film, sit down and be like, oh, I look cute. No, like, you don't get to do that. They just roll
Not
them.
I
They
look
just
cute.
roll it. They just roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that email and I sure was looking on the clip. And that's what see that's the thing about it. When I saw the clip, I was thinking I wasn't gonna be in it. But they was like, well, that's just little small clips of it. You're in the special. I wasn't it wasn't clicking in my head at all. They're trying to tell me I was in it. I just wasn't in the clips. So everything that
But
Keena
what
said and Stacey said correct.
But what does Stacey keep telling you?
I was in it. she, she literally was
They
like,
can't
you're in
they
it.
can't have no 100 episodes without you. Regardless of what happened with that other show we not going to talk about, they cannot have 100 episodes of Ready to Love without you.
Agreed.
Was like I said, when they showed it, the two clips, it did touch my heart. I ain't gonna lie. Kid My Cheek, what's your opinion, baby girl?
Is she there? Did we lose her?
It's cause my cheeks. It's cause my cheeks here.
She's here. She's
Okay,
muted.
I want
I
to
don't
go.
know if she.
It just
Stacey,
hit her
what
up and
you
let her know
eating?
that I don't know. I don't know if she knows she's muted or not. But anyway, I wanted to I get into I guess the episode itself. I know that Abby was like she's not trying to hear it because because it wasn't the actual episode. It was the 100. But you ladies are a part of the history. Let's start there. I want to say first before we get into the show, Houston, Stacey, that crew I got close to during the show. Stacey should have been there. I'm just gonna say that she's like one of the active cast. I feel like that still do different things outside of Ready to Love or even attached to Ready to Love. I just thought that was a missing piece, so I wanted to say that little piece there, and then same with Keena. There was a lot of women that I thought should have been shown that I'm not saying that the people who were for anybody who's watching, I'm not saying the people who were there. Please don't take it as I'm trying to say nothing bad against you. I'm just for me, Keena's personality and Stacey's how they are, they made things pop. I just was wondering why they weren't. They were just good people. So that's it. Jumping into the episode, the beginning part to my love triangles. Now, I'm not sure how far back everybody has watched the show. I watched it back pretty far, but even myself, I couldn't remember everything until they showed the clips. Did you have any moments, Dina, or
Well, here's the thing. Y'all know I came to this late, right?
Mhm.
Came to the party late. So I, for one, was excited about the episode because it hit the highlights of the previous seasons, and now like when people make certain comments or references or whatever, I'm like, oh, that's so. For me, watching the episode, being with y'all the past, what is it, couple years now, a lot of the things that didn't make sense, that I was kind of scared to say I didn't understand what it meant. So now a lot of things make sense now.
Not another round said congratulations. Now tomorrow I'll be reviewing you. Okay, and I want to see what you say another round. Okay. Everybody, thank you. I'm seeing stuff in the chat. Hey, Sunday, Kimberly Reviews. Thank you out to everybody. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe,
Right,
please.
because it's
If you're new to the
37.
channel.
It's 37 in the chat, and the math ain't mathing with the likes. It's free 99. Come on, y'all.
Just I just pick the likes up. Of course, you want to donate. The cash app is Kamisha Reviews. So, Stacey, even somebody who's been on the show, the love triangles for you. Now, for me, when they did show Denise and Calfani and Adriana thing, I felt some type of way about that whole storyline, just like I did with the Tondi and Riva.
That
What
that Tondi and Reva boy, that was a make woof. I think that was the dirtiest one of all.
I agree with that. It was. But for you ladies being on the show, I mean, even though it was before the stats before both of y'all's time. That's why I'm asking about the love triangles. Y'all outside looking to end up being on the show. Which was the one that stuck out to you guys? I was asking Stacey. Stacey?
I'm frozen. Okay, guys.
Okay.
For a second. Oh, So because London is a personal friend of mine, and he's
Mhm.
actually the one that had recommended me for this show. We have similar personalities. We're like people that like play all the time, and depending on the edit, we might look like we're being like a-holes or whatever. Um,
Okay.
so
London
like
from
knowing
Atlanta,
him,
Stacey.
huh? Yeah, well,
London
London,
from
yeah, and London's originally from Houston. His roots
okay.
are here in Houston, and he just recently moved back not too long ago because I ran into actually at Simone and Rashid's engagement party, Kamisha and Dina, y'all saw him now. And that's when I ran into him again, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like you came all the way for this?" And he was like, "No, I've been here for like 3, 4, 5, 6 months." I was like, "Damn,
Mm.
damn." But yeah, London is someone that I know very well. We're great friends. He's a great guy, so it's very interesting for me to see him in this triangle with what's her name? With
Which one you talking about? Oh, you talking about? Wait, hold on. Who is it? Well,
they're
no,
both gorgeous ladies.
you
Um,
talking about no, who you saying the little triangle again? I'm so sorry. Who's the guy's name again? Who did you
the
say?
London, the London Triangle. Oh my God, why am I
Oh,
having a
I thought I wrote
brain?
it down. I thought I wrote down London, and I thought I did write it down.
Alexis and it's Alexis. They're both gorgeous women. It's
Yes, they
Alexis
are.
and
I thought I wrote them down. I didn't. And that was a big one. I remember that one. That was a big one. I remember.
Who did
But I
he end up?
cannot.
I
Who did he end up choosing?
I can't see. That's the thing. I don't.
think he ended
I
up
want to Google that
choosing
because
the other lady.
Her name
I thought
And
I
started
it's
with
wrote
a
it
D.
down. I
so
didn't.
it's so awful because I love her and I adore her, and she's like Agent Brown Eyes on Instagram. I think that's what
Yes,
happened. I
yes,
think
yes.
I think I think we get caught into like what we like because we're actually friends, social media friends, so we get
Yeah.
caught up in seeing each other's social media. That at this
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
moment,
I can't either.
anybody
And I
can
used to get as
somebody.
I can know her. I cannot. I
Does it
cannot
start with a
remember.
D? Her name starts with a
It
D.
does.
I
It does.
Den-
So I was saying the same thing.
is it Daniela or I don't know.
No, no, no. I can't remember.
Denise? I don't know.
I can't remember.
I
But
don't know.
she's
Oh
super.
wait,
She's
hold
super
up,
gorgeous.
Divine.
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 Doggone it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorites. Though I think one of the underrated ones was with Chocolaticity and with Tiffany and the other lady. Who's the other lady
Oh, I know
in
who you're
that?
talking about. That was underrated, and I think to me, most of the triangles that was on Ready to Love over the years was juicy. The triangles of the show was where the drama mostly came from, if you want to be honest about it. So Ready to Love kind of they've had that heat turned up on the triangles from the beginning to the end. It just went different levels. Like I mean, even with the Cafani and Adriana situation with Denise, she said, what she said, keep it cute. I love the way she was throwing shade at Adriana. Adriana was just so, I, I had a rough time. I didn't interview Adriana, but I
I
love the
see.
movie.
I see Adriana out often, and she's literally like that in real life. Like she's just so bubbly and so sweet and so pleasant. Every time you see her, she's very welcoming. She's a very nice person. The other person that I see often, that in passing I've gotten to know, that's a really humble, sweet person that doesn't get enough and like highlighted enough for being who she is Alex from Simone's season. She's really
Oh,
really good, really wholesome, really just genuine person. I like if I'm ever out in Houston and I see her, I just like my heart is warmed. I'm like, oh, I'm
yeah.
in a safe place. Like she's just a wonderful person.
From both of y'all seasons, didn't y'all have a triangle? Because I know for Houston they talked about the whatever. But in your season, who was it, Stacey? Who was it in yours, Keena? I can't remember. Was there a triangle in y'all season?
Yeah, you can go first because we have several triangles in mine.
Oh snap, Keena.
Cookie, come to the mic.
They had the Sabrina triangle, remember, with Tori and Demetrius. Remember that whole little triangle?
Oh yeah.
Then they had the triangle with Dakia and Clifton and
Mm.
Joy.
Wow, she was a fan favorite. I was like, anyway.
Jay, wait, Kamisha from when you and
I'm
Dina
just happy she got a ring.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Kamisha from when you and Dina were here, I had people hit me up because of a live or something that I was unaware of. Like it was a whole triangle with me and Demetrius. I was like,
oh,
what?
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, but his eyeballs was wandering everywhere. That might have been a octagon or something because his eyeballs was wandering.
The whole time. I'm like, what are you like? Do y'all know how many people? I think on Simone and Rashid's page or something, they were live. So maybe he and I were speaking, and people just felt like we were speaking too long. But that was the first time I ever met him. You know what I mean? Like y'all know how I am. I'm gonna ask you about your mom and them, everybody. So when I first meet you, I'm gonna ask you all the questions: your blood type, your cousins,
credit score, married, single, divorced, widow, kids, parking ticket.
So they really, to me, kept it light a little bit, like as far as like getting into blow ups. I'm surprised there wasn't more. They spoke about the Mario and Tandy and Riva, which that was the big thing we spoke about. They also spoke about who's still together. I guess they went to fanfare, which is Camille and Cornelius, and they showed Sway and Katie. I was like, I mean, how old was this recorded? Because I thought that
they on a live right now together, so apparently they back together. Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, because the way you said it, girl,
I'm glad.
They live now.
You know when you get the clicking on that click. I said, "Oh shoot, okay, well there we have it."
Lord,
because
Jesus.
it's old though. Because
I ain't know Dina. I really wasn't. Well, I didn't even know the project. She didn't tell me. She usually be telling
and y'all
me
know what? It's so crazy. This is why I've been kind of off to the side. But I just now realized that I know Tandy from Atlanta. Not like know her, but like we might have been at a tailgating thing together, but the name is very uncommon. So I was like, let me look her up. So when I look her up on Facebook, we have 50 mutual friends, all of which are from Atlanta. So then I was like, oh, okay, that's her. But yeah, I think like maybe a pool party and a tailgating thing I saw her at way back in Atlanta before I even knew this show existed.
I'll tell y'all. Oh, go ahead, Tina. I'm sorry, boo.
I think I saw that she's engaged now too, or something of that nature.
Yeah, I saw that on the page too. She has a boo, definitely.
Who is this?
Tandy.
Oh, yeah, she do have somebody. I've been seeing him on the beach, and look. I love it when I see him, even though they're not advertising, because some of them want to, separate themselves from Ready to Love, and Is What It Is. But I do love when they do have love. Now, another round said
she's not separating herself, because I'm looking on her page right now on Facebook.
Not everybody, but some people, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stacey, look, another round says Houston had a few. I guess she meant triangles.
No, Houston had a big ass triangle. Like,
okay, I got a question.
We had Liz, Jason, Kyra, Alexis, and AJ. 2 triangles in one. It's a whole gang sign.
I have a question. So somebody help me understand. I need somebody to help me understand why when Ron was sitting on the couch, he was looking so confused. Because I didn't see that season. But when they was at the reunion and it was Ron sitting on the couch next to Ida, and Tommy was talking about he's never known anybody to speak to a woman like this, and Ron was sitting there looking dumbfounded and blinking, I was like so confused, like what happened?
That was to David. That was that whole season.
Also, it was some editing, because he was like, he was saying it, but they were showing Ron's face.
No, he was talking about the Alexis Ron.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah. Ron and Alexis.
Oh, okay. Because I was confused, because Ron was sitting there looking like, he was at church and the pastor was only speaking to him.
Well,
Well, yeah,
the fans thought that he was too light on David and harder on Ron because the way David spoke to Liz when the exit, whatever. That was a
Oh,
big
okay,
thing.
okay. See, I missed
No,
that
I'm
whole
just adding
season.
on. I
See, I
remember
only
now.
came
That was
in.
crazy.
I think I came in on the DC season, the first
and
DC season.
behind the scenes, I know for a fact that Ron was utterly confused. I think he was also disappointed in how it appeared. I feel like in that exchange, I'm not defending or excusing anything at all because, I believe there's a certain way you got to talk to women. And there's also a certain way you got to talk to men. Like, you can't just talk any kind of way because you're a woman.
Right.
You feel like you have that coat of arms.
Hundred
However,
percent.
I think that in speaking with Ron, I while he was wrong, right? While we observed him being wrong, in the moment, he felt like his spirituality, his connection to God was being attacked. And so he responded in that manner, in a defensive manner. What we saw on TV was what we saw. I know for a fact, and I'm not defending Ron because again, I do not justify how he spoke to Alexis. I do not feel like Alexis deserved to be spoke to in that manner. But I think it was certainly a level of miscommunication. And when it came to the reunion, because y'all got to remember the reunion, we filmed the reunion on episode 5, 6-ish, like when it's airing. So, if I recall correctly, that was one of he might have seen clips of it. So I think he was honestly confused.
Okay.
I also
Yeah, that was a
thought
mess.
that
That was a mess.
just like how they had Courtney, for DC, I think the Houston cast, you guys get together a lot too. I'm surprised they didn't like show that as well because I see you
Yeah,
guys
they should have had
hanging
all the
out a lot.
pictures from the event.
I see you guys
I
hanging
mean,
out a lot together in Houston.
well, yeah, I mean, and it's both seasons get together. It might not be everybody, but it's a good bit of people,
Yeah.
and it's a consistent people. I also felt like what
So
I was
who's the person that you think?
what I was disappointed in is that the people, I feel like when we were in all of the seasons of airing it, right? The Last Resort was Last Resort. And then they differentiated City of Houston from the Last Resort. And then in this, they were just like, oh, Houston. And they didn't have anyone from my cast at all making an appearance. I mean, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but no one from my cast said anything. It was just clips from my season.
What do you?
Disappointed in that?
So it was Houston is there was 2 Houston shows or one?
It was 2 Houston casts. The
One
Last
was
Resort.
Last Resort was Houston.
They reside in Houston, but it was filmed elsewhere because it was at the height of COVID.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's why our numbers, like when I'm like, well, I'm season 4, but then they're like, oh, well, you are season 3 because they count Last Resort as a last resort. But tonight it was all just like.
I mean, I think they should have at least from your season. I mean, at least had like, so who's the person that like out the Houston cast, both casts, brings everybody together? Like, who's that person for you guys? It's Courtney for us, but who's it for you guys? Is it you, Stacey?
It's me. I'm the one that gets along with everyone.
Okay. Yeah, they should at least.
Do you see why I said that?
Yeah, they should at least reached out to you because you guys get together quite often for like events. Yeah, to support each other and stuff like that. So that was kind of disappointing for sure.
That's why I was really surprised.
Well, I also feel like there was a whole segment dedicated to me and Chris Anthem's relationship. Like we normalized Black women not being in competition competition with each other and not fighting with each other on reality shows. We set the ground rules. We broke bread. We broke it off so that Black women aren't fighting with each other and jealous of one another as some of the other shows try to script us to be. And so I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't even, I saw Chris and I there, but I was disappointed that you didn't see either one of us.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole segment dedicated to us, on top of a whole segment dedicated to the men being intimidated by us, afraid to even talk to us just because we were cool, which was some bullshit in itself on my season. So
they didn't have anybody on your season, not one person.
I didn't see anybody say anything from my season.
I thought what's her name did. What's the light skinned girl name? She didn't say.
That's a good question. Who?
The one that went to the end with Jason. She didn't say nothing.
I didn't see her say anything.
I thought I saw her say something.
Well, I might have blinked.
So seriously, nobody.
I don't mean any shade, but I didn't see Liz say anything. I saw clips of Liz. I saw clips of Jason. I saw clips of people from my season, but I didn't see any of us be like, happy 100. And I felt like we changed the game. I think the 2 Houston seasons, I think it started with season 2 of Atlanta, and Last Resort in Houston took the ball and we changed the game. And that's what piqued the interest in the DCs, in the Miamis. Like, it only got better. You know what I mean? So I was
feel like you changed. Why do you?
I would have loved to see Kyra or AJ. I think that the reason is
that little triangle was scary. I mean not scary. It was crazy.
And in fairness to the show, because y'all know I am balanced. I'm equal. I'm balanced.
Yes, you are. Both of y'all are.
In fairness to what tonight was about, they had enough single people, pretty much, to my knowledge, except for maybe Amber, who's expecting with her partner. Okay. Everybody else is single. So I think tonight was about couples and relationships and growing and building. And we fell short right now.
I mean, wait, what do you mean by that? Fell short? What do you mean? Did I miss something?
No, I mean, like, I know of a couple people that's in relationships, but I mean, it's not like anybody from my season that's in a relationship with someone else from the show. I know they're in relationships with people outside of the show.
Haitian Express, this is probably to both of y'all, but it says, were you even asked to say anything to send clips? Somebody in the chat just asked that. That could be asked to both of y'all, really. Wow. I mean, I can't speak for any day because, like I said, for me myself, I didn't think I was going to get mine because I know a lot of people sent clips in from bloggers to just just fans or whatever. I don't know how it works with the cast, but I will admit that Houston changed the game as far as how Ready to Love was done. The Rebels of every season, it started with with Houston. It did. Those 2 seasons were insane. I bonded a lot of relationships and started with the really hot interview pop from Houston. I literally think I interviewed every cast member in the Houston cast. I believe.
And guess what Houston did also? Houston normalized having a cast member on with you bloggers, where not only do you give the perspective of someone that's watching, where you give something fair and balanced, where you give insight that's not cheating, where you give, just like the show provides tries to provide a 100% picture of what's going on. Like with you, Kamisha, you were the first, you were groundbreaking in merging us together, right? Because I've been here since the beginning, helping your viewers navigate, understand Keena's here. for the last several seasons, helping everybody understand what it's like to just be a viewer. And then, okay, this is what we was really going through at the time. Or this was background. This is what may have been going through because I went through something similar. So it helps you have a more realistic and holistic impression, which I think has grown interest in the show as well. Because when people are watching it now that they know that there is a Kamisha and there is a Dina, and y'all sit on this panel, and there is a Mod, and there is a lead with the T, and there is an Ebby, and there is a Confessions, and they sit and they watch the panel, and then they see Stacey and Keena or Tina or Ron or Jay, all of us drop by to your forum. Now they say, aha. So now when they watch it objectively, and it's not necessarily critically. I think early on, people watch love from a critical point of view. What could you do better? They should have did this. They should have did that. The cast is this. The cast that. Why is this person saying this? Now, when they watch it, they have a better understanding of what we as people are going through while we are in this journey and we're filming it, and we understand how y'all view things and how y'all perceive things, so that we can help y'all better understand the show as well. So kudos to all of you here on the panel.
But I think,
I do think the fans. Go ahead, Keen. I'm sorry.
I understand what you're saying too, and I agree, Stacey. But I want to take it a step further, and I think that Houston might have changed the game for how people were perceiving Rated Love, but I think DC cast changed the game for the bloggers.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially because like when a DC, like we was like in communication, like, okay, Kamisha, not just me, other people, like the lines of the communication between the cast and the bloggers started opening when they came into DC, because we had shit to say and we was gonna be let it be known, and we was like, hey, let's go on live, let's air it out right now. And so so DC really checked.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too, because y'all was going live after each episode. Y'all was doing lives throughout the week. A lot of people were defending their what happened or their actions or whatever after each episode or throughout the week, or like if a clip came out there, be like, wait a minute, hold on, before the episode aired. I felt like that season was the beginning of a different era.
Because before they used to make it like,
you can't
talk to the bloggers, don't talk to them.
True.
Only interview with own people. If you interview outside, you won't be in. It was almost like a threat on it, like you won't be able to do this, or you will ruin your opportunities. But DC, they was like, well, listen, we going live. We don't care about these protocols, and we don't care what y'all talking about, and we about to just say what we want to say.
Yeah, because DC was like, we already got money. We don't care about your little checks. We don't care about your opportunity. First of all, it costs $11 to live here. So we got this covered, and we going to do us. Because DC was a whole different breed. And even though I didn't watch a lot of the other seasons, just from conversations that I've heard leading up to and talking about how DC operated, they didn't operate like the other seasons, but I kind of felt like DC kind of had this like swagger about them, like, we don't care about your checks.
No,
I don't care about y'all checks. I think y'all were just so rogue. Like, who you think you talking to? Because
who gonna check me, boo?
I think like, remember, like, what is amazing about our experiences, Keena, is that we all, like, you can literally see, and Kamisha, Dina, all of the bloggers, the super fans that were on there today, they have followed us from season to season to season. And you can see how each season has impacted the entire game. So for us, we made it more viewable, more digestible. Like, oh shit, what they got going on? Y'all made us more accessible. Y'all went rogue. Y'all said F the rules. No, I'm gonna say how I'm feeling. And I wish that if I could have done anything differently, I would have followed you guys' format about that. Because I know I wasn't happy about how I was looking on sometimes. And it just might have been random people's perspectives or a Facebook group that just went in on me for no reason. But I just wish that I had that moxie at the time. I think that like my experience, I was a rule follower, so I was always afraid to like be 100% myself because that meant breaking the rules sometimes. So I think that y'all were, what people know now was that they were cheated on my real personality, like my 100%, like you had 80% of me. You know what I mean? Because I was afraid to break the rules. What I admire about DC and Potomac is that they were like, no, we just 100%. Nope, not even 100%. We 120 all the damn time, and y'all gonna get this smoke.
All the smoke.
Well, with the love triangles and even with the fights that, I mean, they kind of highlighted a bit some of that stuff. I like the Will Packer surprising Tommy. I thought that was cute. I did like how he told the story about how he first came to Oprah about Will Packer. And just, of course, the scene with Kamisha reviews in there twice. I want to say that again. Thank you so much. And
not once, but twice.
Why are you talking about that? Like this would have been like a whole circle, like dream come true. Because Oprah is one of my favorite. Like she's on my bucket list of like people who are, other than Mariah Carey, Barry, and Michelle. Is Oprah. Like she was my very first role model. Y'all know, I grew up in Slidell, the outskirts of New Orleans, but my family's from Mississippi. When I got older, I moved to Mississippi to Pass Christian, which Oprah is originally from Mississippi. So I was just like, I always felt like this weird, even through this show, this real weird obligation to make Oprah proud because she's my auntie and don't even know it.
In your head. I mean? She's your auntie in your head.
No, she's probably my auntie, a cousin in real life. I'm so sure of it.
Well, I just know that
you better tell about the Golden Triangle, like where.
I just want to say this. It's been a rough week for me personally. I'm just gonna say that. So for me, the reason why it wasn't just emotional because of the show. I just have a lot going on and scenes, and so when it did happen, I was just wasn't expecting it. So I don't know. Tonight I'm just really. I'm happy. I've gone through the blood, sweat, and tears. Like Dina say, that's my people now. We go together. But I had to realize it took me a long time. It took me a long time to realize that even people like Stacey in my ear and Keena, once I start getting close to her, the encouragement and telling me, because Stacey knows she had talked about the ledge and Dina a few times before I was about to go live or say something crazy because I was mad about something. And it's just like I remember those days when it was like, girl, just let it go, move on, and look what happened. I didn't, nowhere in 1,000 years, if I would have asked, if Stacey would have told me, a couple of years ago, or even 3 years ago, that this would have happened tonight, I wouldn't have believed her because the state I was in, and she know what I mean by that. So I don't know. I know this show, people say it was boring. I understand it was a little boring. What everybody wanted to see everything with a T, and I'll get all that. But for me, it's important to me as a blogger who've been covering the show for a long time that I got to be in this episode not once but twice, and looking cute the second time. The first time I was looking crazy, but it is what it is. I'm gonna take it. But
no, I felt like no, I was happy to see you. I was ecstatic. I was like, oh my God, sister, But I felt like this was necessary. I don't care about the people who said it was boring. I think we had gotten, like when we always are in our minds, we want something more, we want something different, and we forgot where we came from, and we forget the inspiration, and we're reminded of the cat. Like, Tommy has done a great job. People always are hypercritical of him, but he's done a phenomenal job
Yeah,
because
for all these
on what
years.
other show have we even seen couples last? Ready to Love, even on a Bachelor,
Thank
even
you,
on these
Shay.
major networks and these major shows. Where do we see these lasting relationships, whether married or not, whether it's friendships, sisterhoods, like, relationships? Where have you seen it? We've only seen it on the OWN network.
Come on
And
now.
we've only talked about it here. And that's why you were there tonight. And I was so happy to see you.
Because she deserved to be there.
I agree, Stacey. You said that perfectly.
Mm. It was, and people was hitting me up, and I knew you guys were watching. The thing about it, it's like I was with you guys because I said I know Dina's watching. I know Stacey. My DM was like moving. I said I know they're all watching and see me on screen. Somebody hadn't talked to in a long time. My mom, I was like, I've known her since little girl. I knew that was Kamisha immediately, and I was just like, I was just laughing, but it was crazy because somebody hadn't talked to. Because she knows me since a little girl. She knew me immediately, and I was like, that's crazy. So
Because all your blessings are coming together. We stated this last year, going into 2022, about all the blessings and all the doors that have opened for you in 2022. And it's just continuing on into 2023 because regardless of how anybody feels about whatever took place prior, nobody cannot say that you are not like almost the hardest working woman on YouTube. Not only are you doing your channel, you got the mentorship. Then, I'm on my channel doing my thing. You promoting and tweeting me and everybody else who's in the mentorship because you want us to succeed as well.
Period.
So when you do all the things that you do, the universe sees and recognizes that, and then they're going to reward you with things that like what happened tonight, even though it's been in the works, but the culmination of it was tonight. And you, like I said, you've been doing this when nobody else, this particular show, when nobody else is doing this show, so they can't have 100 episodes without you.
Because when I came from on YouTube, I came from a place called the beef sector where it was just a lot of whatever. I came from there, but I grew from there, and I demolished everything that was part of me in that area, and it was hard work. And so to see this, it was worth it. Because at that time, years ago, I was like, this is gonna be too hard. I can't do it. It was many times I said I can't do it, but I'm still gonna keep going. I still have ways to go. But just like Stacey and Dina and even Keena said, they couldn't have it without me. Period. Let me go ahead and flex. They could not. I've been doing this for a very long time. Ready to Love, when I was blogging about it, nobody was, and then everybody came after the fact. So to me, it was special to see 2 clips. That's all I'm saying. I wasn't expecting that. I was happy for 1, but to show 2, I was like, girl, I was promoting myself.
You have arrived. You have arrived.
But not just that. Like, for all the people, I have 2 statements to make. One is a profound statement, and one is an observatory statement. So the first one that I observed, like, when have we ever seen a network reach out to their harshest critics, their biggest
I agree
fans, like the bloggers, and bring them together and say, what you got to say about our show? It's our 100th episode. Say something, say it now.
right. I agree.
That is what so y'all know my previous experience on reality TV was on a major network, but the show was, this was my first experience on a Black network,
Mm-hmm.
Black show, and this is what it meant. Like, tonight, just seeing all of the bloggers, super fans, being recognized for whatever you've said, like anything you've said is valid, was amazing to me. Like, who recognizes their biggest fans and their biggest critics? Who does that?
Nobody.
Oprah. Look, how amazing was
Yes,
that
oof. To be in the same episode with Oprah, I was like, girl.
you were
Right.
on
You have
you were
arrived.
on
You
the
have
same
arrived.
episode as freaking Oprah and I, as Auntie Oprah, and I love my TT Oprah. I can't wait to meet her one day in life. I'm just claiming. The second thing that I have to say is, you know, y'all go through a lot. We go through a lot, Keno. We all go through a lot. And one thing that I've always told you, Kamisha, because I know when I first met you and the show was getting bigger and you were leaving the meat sector and you were
Oh,
delving
wait,
deep.
hold on. It's called the beef sector. Oh,
Well,
what's up, Jay? Well, go ahead, Stacey. But yeah, it's the same thing. Meat and beef. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
meat beef. Hey, Jay. Hey, Mr. Bradley. I was about to call you yesterday. He been on my soul, on my heart, though. I'm gonna have to call him later. But anyway, remember what I told you about and this is another thing that I love about your forum is that we be all over the damn place. So I just said one thing, now I'm about to be on another side of the world. Remember what I told you about your pruning seasons? Like sometimes we go through things that doesn't look pretty and we think like it's our tribulations, but it's just like our preparation. It's not pretty. You know, like how like you're cleaning your house and it's clean, but you just got piles of clothes. So your whole house is clean, but you got to fold these clothes and then you'll be satisfied. Our pruning seasons. So you went through a period of preparation and not ugliness. It seemed hard. It seemed like you couldn't get through it. It seemed like all odds were stacked against you. But what was really happening? You were being
a lot of shit.
no, you think that, but what was it? It was you being prepared to see what you prayed for, your blessing. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm proud of everyone that was featured tonight.
Yes,
Everyone
I
that
agree. I saw Eddie
everyone
them
that
up there. What's up, y'all?
Do,
I thought that was beautiful. Yes.
do we know how many bloggers
James.
that was featured up there on the
I
show?
saw Eddie and his wife. I knew them too, and I think there's a she's on Instagram. She followed me. I think it's real. Oh my god, she's an
Ready to
Instagram.
chat. Ready to
Reddit
chat.
to chat was up there,
I
and
saw
I
her.
couldn't put any. There's a couple up there, but I was like, I think I've seen them before, like on YouTube, but I don't like know them. But but it may have been the rest of could have been fans as well. I have no idea. So I'm just gonna be honest. If anybody sees my live, I'm not trying to be funny. Jay said he's been working, but Jay, I'm happy to see you in the chat.
Look, I just want Jay to say how many houses has he sold since we left Houston. That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah, I forgot I did meet you in Houston, Jay. Lord, I'm getting old, Jesus. Well, look, this really wasn't going to be no long live because
Kamisha, are you gonna do anything when Ready to Love come to Dallas? Are you gonna get your crew? Are you gonna get your crew in Dallas for a live show or something?
Look,
that's what you need to do.
I ain't but 5 hours away, so I'll be there.
Dina, I'm already thinking in my mind. I really want to do something in Dallas when Dallas comes to town. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that because I'm so close to Dallas, it's ridiculous. I would love for Dina if you would come down for us to try to, girl, I'll crash that doggone reunion. I need to be the host, doggone.
Look, we need reunion tickets.
I need to be the host.
Look, let's pause for cause.
Baby.
We need reunion tickets to be in the audience for the Dallas reunion.
I'll co-host. I got no time to do it. I'll co-host the reunion, But no, I would love to do something with Dallas. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do because I don't want to get arrested for trespassing. So I'm trying to figure out if I can find out where, whatever. I don't know. But I've been enjoying doing this with the panel as well. I want to shout out to the panel because my panel has gone through changes. I feel like the view. You see people new, guests, whatever, and it's been like everything. It's been a great ride, and we're still going. So I want to give a shout out to my panelists who are here, who not
what
here.
What
they
need
whatever.
to do is bring you in how they brung in. Who was that they brung in and they was like asking? I think it was like at the mixer, and they brung. Was it? They was asking everybody like about their relationships. Was it Simone? How she was going around?
Yes.
How she was going around and asking people about their relationships and where they are. And that would be something nice that I think it would fit you. We gotta get you on there, boo. We
And
gotta
you
keep
know
it
they
on.
be
Really, we
listening.
do.
You know they be
Mm.
listening. So let's speak it
You know
into
they do.
existence.
Well,
Come
I
on
would
now. You
love
know I'm right
to-
here. Don't play with me. I was on the
I
episode
would
tonight.
love I would love to see you at the next resort at the bar asking everybody on the All-Star single season
Yes,
where
God.
they
Manifested.
take their favorite singles that did not pair up from the show and try to
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
And I just want to be the bartender on the episode so everybody
And
can
I'm
tell
gonna
me their
have some fun.
compliment.
Wait, let me put this out here. I
I
will
would
have
love
some
to
fun
see
while
you
I'm
as a
there.
bartender and be like,
I will have fun while
so
I'm there. That's all I'm gonna say.
what room are you going to tonight, Mr. Bradley?
Just don't record me. That's all I'm saying. Don't record me, please.
They gonna have us walking up with that mic doing like, okay, y'all.
I already had a couple of shots.
thought-
Then he was like, shot. Boop.
So
I'm gonna be acting the
Y'all
fool.
know me. I'm gonna have everybody liquored up and telling the truth, okay?
Oh,
Tina.
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
I already nominate for All Stars, and I think they should expand the amount of people there. I already nominate all of the men and women that were eliminated on the first episode to come back for All Stars.
I think
I
that's
think that would be good if they're
I
single.
think that's a good idea.
If they're single, no, if they're single and open to it, because a lot of us, what a lot of people don't recognize is that a lot of us have trauma from our experience. Like you got a lot of people that's happy about it, but you got a lot of people like that don't come around, don't do nothing because of whatever they went through, whatever they, whatever their experience was.
This show has taken us through a lot of changes. I will say that, but change is good and bad. And we'll be back next week after the actual episode. But guess I'm letting you guys know the time has changed. I'm going back overnight. So we'll be going back to Saturday morning, which a lot of people love that time anyway. Y'all known us for that. I changed it up this season because my schedule. So I'll be back on Saturday mornings. I can't remember. Saturday mornings around 11 or 12. So we'll be back again at that time next Saturday. Okay. I'm gonna work it out for Love Mary DC and the other shows. What we're gonna do, I'll let y'all know. But other than that, I'll see y'all next time. I'm gonna get off of here. I might do some lives on Instagram. People are going live tonight. I might pop in over there. So check me out.
There's a lot of lives going on tonight.
I'm about to pop in on Keena's live. Keena, send me an invite. I'm
gonna pop in y'all live.
I ain't on no live. I got my bonnet on.
Oh Lord Jesus. Well, I'm gonna go pop in some live. Stacey, you should go live. Bzz. Anyway, with that being said, y'all, you'll never go live. I ain't finna do all that right now. All right, with that being said, y'all, I'm finna go. Bye.
Bye.